Hello, everyone. My name is Pam Nacpil, and this is The Moving Truth with Pam. I forgot my name. This is The Moving Truth with Pam. So, I've been chasing this couple for some time now. And for some reason or another, we haven't had a chance to chat. So, finally, I'm happy for them to be here. So, if I can ask them to introduce themselves, Tolu and Deji, please. We always laugh.
You made us sound like you've been chasing us around
I
for years.
have it. Not years, a few months. So, yes.
Okay, so my name is Tolu Adebajo, and I'm a senior project manager, and I'm married to Deji, sitting right here beside me, and I'm blessed with 3 kids.
3 kids?
Yes, 2 girls and a boy.
Okay, Deji, you want to add something to that?
Yeah, my name is Deji. We've been married for like 10 years. And like you said, blessed with 3 beautiful kids,
Yes.
a boy and 2 girls. We work in similar role.
Yeah.
Like I
Both in
manage,
IT, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Manage technology project as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only like the Facebook part of it. All the socials. Okay, let's start from not way beginning, but like, where were you before this idea that, hey, I want to move from where I am to uber cold Canada?
I know, right?
Yes. Okay, so tell me where you're from, what you were doing, let's go there.
You can imagine we're from Nigeria. And
Okay.
in Nigeria, it is all year summer. So
Okay.
when you said having to move to this super cold Canada, oh yeah, so we moved from Nigeria to Canada, and I think the moving was his idea, so I'll let him speak to that.
Okay, so you're the culprit, Deji. Tell me when this, because I'm sure it's not minus 20 right now in Nigeria. Were you in Lagos?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Lagos. and
Lagos.
I'll tell you a bit about
Okay,
Lagos.
go. I'm
so-
interested to know.
Yeah, it's a very unique city. Has a very special kind of energy that you will struggle to find anywhere else.
Oh, someone's missing home. Someone's missing home.
Like people are, very resilient, quite creative, and the energy just flows and it's contagious, and it kind of inspires you to dream big.
Oh,
It's like a city of like 18 million people.
okay.
And then landmass not so big, so you can imagine a very busy city.
Very busy. I can imagine
yeah.
that. Coming
Very
from
busy.
where I came from, the
Yeah.
Philippines is also probably, I'm envisioning the same thing.
Yeah, it's quite big, and lovely restaurants, lovely foods. You can easily run out of run out of options.
And every immigrant's issue is food.
food,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So, okay. You love Lagos, you love Nigeria. Of course, it's your home country.
Yeah.
So, why did you decide? I mean, it's a question I always get, like, why leave
know.
tropical Philippines for wintry Canada, right? So, why did you? I mean, where did this idea come from?
Yeah, I think it came out of a part of us that was looking for more.
Yeah.
Okay.
We wanted to just explore, and we felt exploring how things are done in some other place
Okay.
will kind of open us and give us some kind of exposure. We just wanted to explore and
Explore.
know how things are done, and we see Canada as a very multicultural country. Like a lot of people here, about I think
Immigrant
23%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what were you doing back then? Were you you're both working, right? You were married then.
Yeah.
Okay. So you both in the IT industry.
correct.
So who you initiated it, Neji, because you wanted to explore.
Yeah, exactly.
So how did the exploration start? I mean, what did you do to start exploring? Because you probably had really good jobs back home, and you
Correct.
probably didn't want for more.
Yeah.
But why, outside of wanting to explore, what motivated you to move?
Yeah. I think it was more of, I mean, we've seen how things are done here. We've seen it
Okay.
all, having, worked in Nigeria for past decades. And we just wanted to see how things are done in another place. And we've gotten to a level in our career where we were, kind of comfortable, like you said.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
big shift. And one of the drive was that it came to us like we didn't really struggle to get it.
Okay. So that's a good point. You didn't struggle so much to get it. So how did the exploration go? Like, what path did you take? Some people
Yeah.
do student pathways. Some people go to permanent residency straight. What pathway did you see work best for you? And as you said, it wasn't too hard.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think that was in 2021.
Correct.
New Brunswick had this targeted, what do I call it now?
It was a nomination program.
Okay, okay.
For IT, experts and all of this. So we're like,
Okay.
okay, let's see how this plays out. And we
Okay.
keyed into it, and we attended the sessions, and we got the nomination. And here we are.
Oh my gosh, it seems like you flew through it.
Well, it wasn't that fast. I think the entire process was about
No, maybe like a year.
a year and
Yeah, we
That's-
started the process in 2021
One.
and we were already here by 2022
in October. Yeah.
So it wasn't really long.
No.
No, it wasn't.
So it just happened that there was was it a session that they had in Lagos?
No.
Or was
So
it
virtual.
online?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was virtual, but it was targeted at professionals within the
IT.
technology
IT.
space.
Okay.
So we just got the notification, in our Express Entry profile that the province would like to, consider us for nomination.
So you had an Express Entry profile.
Oh yeah.
You
yes.
started it, and then they came
Yeah.
the nomination. Okay.
Exactly.
These guys
And
didn't
then
have a hard time.
The
Okay.
rest is history.
But still, you know what? It seems easy, but I know moves are never easy.
No.
Like, did your family not say, "What are you guys doing? Why are you doing this? You're okay here." Was there no sentiment like that? Like, don't go.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we got a couple of questions like that.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to leave all of these behind
Yeah.
and go start afresh? Because
Exactly.
that's usually the fate.
Yeah.
You're going to a new place where you don't have anybody to start afresh.
Yeah.
But, I think the only option we had was just, let's do it.
Let's do it. So you were brave enough. So what did you have to prepare for? Because a lot of people prepare financially, prepare emotionally for it. What was it that did it come easier for you to prepare for it? Because there's costs involved. It's not like, oh, come on, let's go.
Yeah, so when we decided to, take the leap, we started, saving towards it and,
Okay.
created some plans around it. So it wasn't really tough for us, like to get the finance we needed.
Yeah.
So the major thing was even the decision to leave what we were doing and starting afresh.
Yeah.
But somehow we were able to,
And with two
get
young
above
kids.
that. And then with two kids.
Exactly.
So but
I
somehow
mean,
we were able to.
I'm sure back home there's family support, right?
Correct.
Leave it with my in-laws. Leave it with my parents.
I think that was
Exactly.
the main thing for me. That was the fear, because trust me, before we even moved, I had to do my research, and I heard how you had to do things on your own.
Yes.
So like you said, back home you have family, you have friends that can help you out. So coming with two young kids at that time, I didn't know what to expect.
Exactly. So what happened? So you decided, okay, let's go to Canada. But why Moncton? Did you go anywhere else before Moncton, or Moncton was like your final destination?
Yeah, so while we're preparing to come, I did some research and I kind of locked it down between Moncton, Riverview, and Dieppe, based on what I
So
what I
meaning
saw.
here. So I was waiting for Fredericton or St. John or Miramichi, and you just said the Tri-City of Greater Moncton. So okay, meaning here. So okay. So you locked it down to the three.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
did most of the research for
Yeah.
that part. So.
Okay.
And then we came in and settled down in Dieppe, and it's been like positive and no regrets so far.
So he had to add so far. So was it okay? So you came here. You didn't know anyone when you arrived.
No.
No.
So how did it feel? Like, did you all go together? Like, how did you look for a place to stay? You know, when you're a new person here, you have to have credit history to buy a car. Da 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 da. So how did you do that? Coming together as a family with no one, knowing no one here. So, how hard was that for you? What did you do?
You know, this question sends me down the memory lane right
Oh.
now. Because,
Okay. No crying.
yeah, because with two young kids, like I said earlier on, I mean, it wasn't just about the two of us alone.
Yes.
You know, we had to think about what will make them comfortable.
Yes.
So first thing first, on arrival, we landed in an Airbnb.
Airbnb, okay.
Yeah. So the good thing was, during our search, we made sure it was close to the airport. So
Okay.
getting a cab to the Airbnb was super easy.
Easy.
And then what we did was, when we were, you know, staying in the Airbnb, we had to, I think we went for, during the process of getting all our SIN and
Yeah,
all those things.
all the documents.
Yeah, so we asked questions. They told us we could get houses on platforms and all
Okay.
of those. So thankfully, we went to a church one
Okay.
time, and that was how we met someone, an old friend, and that
Oh.
person was like a lifesaver for us. So the person actually supported with our house hunting.
Wow.
And then that made, so when we saw some options online, we would just call, okay, do you have this? So what we did was we went there to see those places. And talking about credit cards and all of those, surprisingly, we didn't get any of those restrictions, did we? No.
No, I think we got credit card like
I
with a
mean,
1,005 limit.
I think
or
by
No, I
so.
mean-
2022, they were
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
there were
Yeah.
newcomer programs, so it was
Exactly.
easier.
Yeah, so I think getting the accommodation wasn't so. I think the only challenge we had when we were looking for accommodation was they didn't want to give me an apartment on the upper floor because
Because
had
of the kids. I think that's a normal
Yeah,
concern.
so that was another challenge for me. But
Yeah.
overall, we eventually got somewhere, and we were there for 1 year. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
thereabouts.
then we moved again.
And got your own home.
Yes.
Okay. So, but like the meeting of this friend, it was just by
Coincidence.
chance.
Yeah, it was
It was
just by
coincidence.
a game of
chance.
chance, to be
Okay.
honest.
Just by
But
chance.
being in going to a church helped you with that. So
Yeah.
it is the foundation for faith is also there,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm,
Which is
kind
good.
of,
So
kind of.
how about the job hunting? What happened there? Was it easy? What did you have to give 200 resumes out, 300, one?
For me, it was. I sent out lots of applications.
Okay.
I think the code for everyone just moving into a new country is just keep pushing, keep sending out the resumes as much as you can. And one good thing for us was that when we came in with. I was working remotely back in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
when I came in, I was still able to do my job.
Okay.
So with that, I was partially busy while still applying for a job.
And you had income coming
Yes.
in.
Oh, yes.
Because that's a challenge. If you
Yeah.
move, you have savings, but like
Yeah.
until when, right?
Until when?
Until you
But
get a new
yes,
job.
so just for a
Exactly.
few, it wasn't something that was a long-term thing. It was very short.
Okay. So,
So,
even if the government gives you like a permanent residency, it doesn't actually guarantee you getting a good job immediately, right?
Exactly. Yeah, our case was kind of unique, and we can only thank God.
Yeah.
So the place I work, I did the first interview back in Nigeria. Like they were,
Okay.
yeah, is a software engineer development company, and looking out for someone in my role. So I did the first interview in Nigeria, did the second, I think, but the third didn't come until we landed here. So when we got here, we kept on applying, and maybe after a couple of weeks, the email landed for the third interview.
Okay. So you interviewed still back in Nigeria, did another interview, and when you got here, you did a third one.
Yes.
Okay.
And somehow that went through, and I think I got the letter in December to resume January. You know, so it was a space of like a month, and
Oh, wow.
you know, I was settled. And while doing the interview, I was still working also remotely. So
Okay,
it was
that's a good thing.
smooth transition and smooth sailing for us in that regards.
And it's the same company you're with now.
Same company, yeah.
Okay, how did she get to land in the same company as you do? How
So-
did that happen?
So I
Did
think
you sell them the idea of Tolu too?
So I think you know, after seeing my performance, you know, somehow they mentioned to me that there's another similar role in
Okay.
another team, and if I have someone, you know,
Ding!
and I'm like,
Light
oh,
bulb!
my wife is in similar role, and we
Okay.
have our background is same thing in terms of education, and likewise exposure in terms of industry experience. So I'm like, oh, I have someone. If you would include her in your next set of interviews and see how she,
Wow.
yeah.
You guys
And
had
that's
it pretty easy.
Not so easy like
Oh my God.
And
it
then
seems-
when we were searching for a job, I must comment, I must say that, to be honest, I can't remember the name now, but there is a group in New Brunswick that supports with resume review. I'm trying to be honest.
Magma?
Is it
some
Magma?
or something?
Magma. Okay.
Yeah, so they were really up for as well, provided
Okay.
some insights. They would let us know when there is job
And a job
fair.
fair.
Yeah,
Okay. So you had
was-
that support.
Yeah, that
And
was
how
there
was
as well.
community now for you? Because you were still working some remote jobs in Nigeria. But how did now your community, was it growing? Was it just people from the church, or was the people from the office? Did you also develop some relationships now?
Yeah, I think when we
He's
got
the one with lots of friends. So
Okay.
that's why I wanted him to talk.
Really?
yeah. So when we got here, we started, you know, realizing that we had, you know, university friends, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
that were also
wow.
here, you know, friends back
Old
home,
school.
you know, and then we started connecting with them.
There's a good Nigerian community too.
Yeah, it's actually
Very
solid
big.
and big.
Getting bigger.
You
Very
know,
big.
Like we had neighbors in our former house. They were all Nigerians in the street. It's like my son, the lone Asian kid, playing with all his Nigerian friends, and I was thinking maybe you'll soon learn how to speak Nigerian.
Nigerian language.
Yeah. So being here, what were the things that you miss most? What are the things you mentioned food earlier, but like what are the things that make you sometimes
This is moving truth, right?
yes.
Unfortunately for me, this interview is happening in December. One
Okay.
thing I miss right now is
The sun.
there's this vibe that comes back home in December.
Oh,
You don't want to
wow.
miss it for anything. But right here,
What's happening? What's a vibe in December in Lagos?
It's fun. Lots of activities, lots of shows. It's a display of. Oh my God! I've been working from January to November. This is the month to.
Oh wow. So it's like a festival of sorts. It's the
Yeah.
environment.
The environment is.
Then
You just want to be a part.
Lagos, Nigeria is a city that never sleeps. There is always some
Something
form of
happening.
entertainment.
So you
some
miss
of
the
so
stores closing at 5 and
Yeah.
6.
concerts, art exhibitions. You
Okay.
know, sometimes is you know.
So it's very alive.
It's just
Yeah, so that- I
it's,
think
it's a
that's what
very
I miss.
lively city.
How about family? Has family signified interest to, hey, we want to join you in Canada, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Did they? Have they? Are they here? No.
I have my sister here now, coincidentally.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's here now.
Yeah. My
Okay.
little sister is also here, coincidentally.
Oh, okay. Did they
Yeah.
go first or later?
They came after us.
Okay. So now at least you have family
Yeah.
here. Sometimes it's harder.
Yeah, no.
Was there ever a point in your almost 3 years stay that you felt like you did not belong? Like you know, was this the right thing to do? Are you sure?
I don't think so. I think I said something earlier about Canada being immigrant friendly. So I don't think there was ever a time I felt excluded.
Okay.
There's usually, I don't know, everyone just goes around smiling and you think, you think everything is all, perfect.
Perfect.
So everyone is friendly, accommodating. So I've never.
And it was one of the reasons why we picked Canada. I mean, we were considering different countries,
Yes.
and Canada kind of tops the list.
Yeah.
Basically because it's a country that is immigrant friendly. Like, for example, even the immigration system is transparent. You can see your CRS score. You can. So there's nothing is hidden. And like I said earlier, like well above 20% of people living in Canada are foreign born. So very multicultural country. You wouldn't ask for more. So yeah, we love it here, and I don't think we have any regrets.
Not
that I
at
can
all.
think
That's
of.
good. How about the kids? Are they enjoying themselves? Are they like acclimatizing? Are they settling down very well?
I think it's easier for kids to acclimatize. Like when it's snowy, I just want to stay under my duvet and sleep.
But they want to go out.
No,
and
they want to
play.
go out and play with snow.
Exactly.
And track snow inside the house.
Yeah.
I know.
So for them, I don't think there's any problem.
I
Everyone
think
is
kids
good.
are such sponges, right?
Yeah.
That's really a good thing. So my question is, would you do it again? All these things that you went through, not very hard, by the way, but like, would you do it again? Missing now December in Lagos.
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe.
So would you
Yes,
do it again?
I will. Maybe with more. I'll put some things in place, like having to travel back home in December. Then come back.
That was my next question. So if you were going to do it again, what would you do differently?
That's the only thing I would do different.
Plan to travel back home every December.
Every December. What about you?
Yeah, nothing.
You have to
I
earn
think,
more money for tickets going to home to
For me,
Nigeria.
I think it's been all positive. No, like I don't think there's anything I would have done differently.
What advice would you give people? I mean, the environment for immigration is very different now than when you came.
Yeah.
Do you still think it's worth it to come here for people who are still aspiring to go?
I'll say yes, but my advice to people will be to get some employable skills. It was easy for us because we were quite experienced, and like interview was smooth because it was what we've done for years.
Yes.
So get employable skills, get some very valuable certification that are globally recognized to back that up. And like 10 applications isn't it? Churn out as much as you can. And while you are doing that, be mentally prepared for interviews, speak to people who have gone through same routes, for guidance, and you will just be fine.
Wow, that's very good advice because it's very different now since we came here, right? It's the environment for immigration is not exactly the best right now, but there's still opportunities for people, as you say, are very employable, right?
Yeah.
There's always a need for good people.
Exactly.
With that, thank you so much for my chasing friends, Deji and Tolu.
Thank you,
I really
Pam.
appreciate your time here today. I know the kids take up all of our time, but thank you for being here.
Thank you
so
for having
much.
us, Pam.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pam. Thank
With
you.
that, we'll see you at the next The Moving Truth with Pam. Bye for now.